And hello, welcome to Touch Base Daily Game at Night. How are you guys doing? What's going on? How are you all? Is game night? Is game night? Is anyone out there? Is anyone out there? Who's in the building? Who's in the building? I see there's three people out there. Three people. Ah, nothing like a good drink. Good drink. Good drink. So what's going on? How are you all doing? It's game night. So today is hump day. It's Wednesday. Yep, we come together on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And it was a busy day today. Busy. And I got rid of more plants. I'm so excited. Each day I keep clearing the house out one day at a time, one day at a time. And yeah, it feels good. It feels good. My buddy, longtime buddy. I mean, one of my best friends in the world, and one who has inspired me in so many ways because he was a young entrepreneur, news anchor, producer, worked for CNN, ABC News. I mean, just amazing person. And we've been friends for many, many years. We were neighbors. He lived like 3 blocks over, well, literally 1 to 3 blocks over from where I live. And he used to come over. We used to hang out, look at um, the Super Friends. We're talking about that today and laugh and talk about politics and talk about culture and geopolitical situations, what's happening in the world, his travel experience. He used to travel. He won an Emmy for one of his shows, and just a really nice guy. One of these days, I'm gonna have him come on just to talk because he's one of those people that you never ever leave his presence without encountering intelligence. And so it's just really good to I gave him two of my big plants. Maybe the two giant plants that were behind me. Chris got two big ones, and he got the other two. And so I'm excited that he's now the parents of my two ZZs. My ZZ plants are no longer here, but he is now the parent of my two ZZs, and so I'm excited. I'm just happy that my plants have beautiful homes that they're in. He also grabbed some air plants that I have, and he also took yeah, it was just still things. So he took those items, and then I gave him some things that were in my wardrobe that I can no longer fit. I was like, these are my top clothes. This is like my favorite clothing. I used to shop pretty much nowhere else but Banana Republic. And I love shopping what they call the Heritage line. And the Heritage line was the top of their brand. So when you had the whole company, you had Old Navy, then you had the Gap, then you had Banana Republic. But then there's a label in Banana Republic that is the top of all of their clothing. And I had some of their collections in my wardrobe. And I was like, well, these are never going to be, I'm never going to fit a medium again. Like, I'm never going to fit a medium. He said, no, you might be able to fit it again. I was like, no. I said, you could be using these to hang out and do your thing, just go, walk around the city or whatever. So it was just really good to catch up. And so it was a good day. It was a good day. It was impactful day. We had a major conversation on our Touch Base Daily show today. If you haven't seen it, go catch it. I just share some of my perspective of being a Republican and what my life was like back in the day, And then at the panel discussion, everyone chimed in and shared their thoughts. And we have our panel discussions can get really, we have people with strong personalities and strong ideas and thoughts. So it was really good. I enjoyed it, and they obviously the audience got to know more about what my past was like, and so it was good to share it. I wasn't always so liberal. I wasn't always so woke, as they say. I have evolved. I have come around. And hey, so let me say, Chris is in the building. What's up, Chris R? She says, hey, Ron. TB's in the building. She says, hey, Ron and Chris. And we got Diva to the Max is in the building. I love saying your name, Diva to the Max. It's like you're a superhero, Diva to the Max. So she says, "Hey, Ron, everybody, so good to see y'all. Let me invite our our Instagrammers into the fold, since I had not posted anything there. And but what I will do is show you some of my photos from the Soul Summit after I do that. Hold on a second. Let me get this up on the screen. And hold on. I think I put this in here wrong. Okay, let me put this in here. And there it is, game night. There we go. And there we go. Public. You see all the work that goes into being online. I tell you, this is work. It's work to come online. But I love it. I love it. I love hanging out with you guys. And I was talking to my buddy. I said, I cannot wait to get to travel and share with you guys the rest of the world and hopefully inspire you. That's what it's all about, is inspiring one another, encouraging one another, learning from one another. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to get to Namibia, then South Africa. I do have Morocco on the list. I have Kenya on the list. We'll see where we go. We're going to see how we can go to these places on a dime, as they say. But that's how we're going to do it. It's going to be on a dime. And so, yep. Oh, there we go. And so how was your day? How was your hump day, y'all? How was your hump day? How was your hump day? Okay. And Kimmy's in the building. Kimmy's in the building. Says, hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Is that a commercial? Hi, y'all. So, welcome. And I'm going to put in here, join us. Join us on YouTube. Gotta put that there inside there. I know Gwen will say, oh, Ron, why do you keep messing with Instagram? Because there are people that do know that we're on here because of Instagram. So why not? It doesn't hurt, right? It doesn't hurt. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna pin that in case there's some folks that are just strolling by the window. Let's know what's going on. Kimmy says, good day, Ron. And your morning show was fire. And people think I am, what's the word? People would think, that they would feel like, oh wow, people are really coming at you today, Ron. And people are coming at you today, and and that are you feeling some kind of way? And I'm like, no, I am one. I love discord. I love good, friendly discord. I find some of the most educational moments in my life is when I'm having discourse with my friends. If you can't have straight conversations, because most of us live in our own heads, most of us live in our own worlds. And most people don't know what you are and what you think about or what you may have done, or no, people don't know unless you say. And people assume that other people may be a certain way or feel a certain way, or maybe they think they're like them. But unless you have good intellectual conversations, discord, c- moments of correction, moments of reveal of, hey, this is how I thought. This is what I used to think about. This is what I will be the first to tell anyone. I tell people all the time, I was a snob. I was self-centered. And until the Holy Ghost got to me, then my life started to become more friendly to people. I wasn't always nice to, I should say that. I was always cordial and nice to people. However, I never always had the best. I never saw human beings as being good. I came from a very distorted. Oh, speaking of that, I know. I had my first therapy session today for the year with my new therapist. I have a new therapist, and so we went through these questions, and we went through a series and layers of questions. She goes, "We're just gonna go through these questions, and it's gonna go by, it'll go by as fast as we make it. But this is just yes and no's and numbers, blah 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 blah. And there's a lot of questions I'm gonna ask you." I said, just shoot, just go for it. And so she asked me questions. And then, so at the end of the assessment, she was like, "Oh, you don't seem to have any stressors and you don't seem to have any problems." She was like, "So why?" She was like, "Why are you seeking therapy?" I said, "Well, the insurance company offered it for free." And I was like, well, what the heck? It can't hurt. I could always do therapy. I love counsels. I mean, I've had counseling before growing up to get me out of my crazy head of things that I thought and believed. And I said, I just wanted a non-biased opinion about what I'm doing in my life. I said, I'm making major changes in my life, and I'm going to be living abroad. I'm selling my apartment. My mom is, in a nursing home. I am, trying to work through this whole new chapter of being a senior citizen, all that other stuff. I said, I just needed a sounding board. She said, oh, okay. I said, there's nothing. I said, as a matter of fact, I feel like I'm living my best life. I said, I mean, there are like stressors, but I'm not. uh, The biggest stressor for me was my mom, meaning what is going to happen to my mother. And so my life was really on pause until I was able to figure it out. But once I figured it out, and now that she's in a nursing home, and now I get to go down and visit her, and I see that they're taking care of her. She looks so much better. She's put on a little weight. 'Cause when she first went there, she was like, she was never a heavy person, but she had lost some weight, and now she looks good. She looks healthy. I mean, obviously her dementia is getting worse, but it's slowly getting worse. Is not. She doesn't look she doesn't look sick. She just looks like she's processing life in her head. And so I said that was my biggest stressor or biggest worry in life was this: what is, how am I going to take care of my mother? And now she has Medicaid and everything else came through. And I said, after that, now I'm ready to do my thing. I'm ready. Now I feel free to do what I need to do and knowing that she's taken care of. And so we went back and forth. I'm gonna have fun. She said, you know what? It's a 6-week program and blah 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 blah. And I said, well, let's get it going on. Let's get it on. And so the insurance company, I'm just putting all my business out in the street, right? So the insurance company assigned me to some, they just randomly gave me a therapist. But then I went through, because you know me, I'm inquisitive. I'm always inquisitive. So I went in and I said, oh, let me see who this therapist is. Because you can go through the what they call the therapist list. So it gave me the name and I was able to see. And then I was like, oh, there's other therapists I could have. And then I saw this sister, and she looked like, some people. Well, I'm a photographer, so maybe it's just maybe because as a photographer, I can see certain personalities in a picture. Now, I know they say don't judge a book by its picture or by its cover, but we photographers, we have a little gift. We shoot photos so often that sometimes we could see things through photos. We pick up the things that are not obvious to others. We see things. So I went through and then I canceled the therapist that they gave me. And I was like, oh, this sister looks like. And you probably say, why didn't he pick a brother? Now, I have to tell you, I've been surrounded by powerful, no longer strong, because Gwendolyn, everybody are teaching me. My whole life, I've been surrounded by powerful, intellectual Black women. That's just my jam. That's my thing. I love being around Black women, and they're just so insightful on so many levels, and I learn so much. But that's just that's my familiar territory. My godmother, my aunts, my cousins, you know. So when I saw her picture, she looked really cool and relaxed. She didn't look like she was trying to be, like she didn't look starchy. She didn't look like I'm a professional and I want you to know about it. No. So then I picked her and we hit it off so well today. I was like, yeah, I knew you were a soul sister. I knew you were. She goes, yeah, I know how to get down with such. Then we started talking about photography. After our session was over, then we were able to talk about photography. She loves photography, travel photography, and I was like, wow, I picked the right one. I picked the right one. So we had a good time, and I'm looking forward to my sessions. And she says, next week we're gonna really dive in. And I said, let's go. Let's go. So next Wednesday, we'll be diving in. I know y'all think I'm crazy. I know y'all think I'm insane. I'm like the mad scientist. Hey, Lisa's in the building. She says, oh, I always forget that. Then I get the notification and begin like, okay, got it. Lisa, what are these new signs with a number sign? What's that? What you have a number? What's the number sign? Is there a number sign somewhere? Where's the number sign? What do you mean, Kimmy Kim? She goes, what are these new signs? Crown with a number sign. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. And Lisa said, Mimi was about to ask that. I don't have one. What are y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about with number sign. I don't know what that is. Okay. And Cass is in the building. She goes, blessed evening to AM. Yes, because we bring in the day together. Think about that. On Sunday nights, Wednesday nights, and Friday nights, we bring in the next day together. For most of us that are on the East Coast, right? Um, Kimmy Kim says, yes, it was good. I love the sharing because you learn from it. Yeah, we were having a conversation today. And she said, learn from it. Yes, yes, yes. Diva to the Max says, I always have a crown. JK, I wonder the same. Is there now what's this thing with the crown? Are y'all are y'all seeing something that I'm not seeing? I don't know what it is. Don't see a crown anywhere. I don't see any crowns. Anyway, I don't know what that means. Is it something on YouTube? Okay, don't know. And y'all have to describe it to me because I don't know what y'all are seeing. Kimmy Kim says, oh, it says top fans. Lisa Seeley, you are number one. Oh, I know. I see those when I'm on Don Lemon show. Yes, I get a fan like that. Yes. If you're here all the time, the algorithms know that you are a participator in this community. That's what it is. So if you don't have a crown, that means you're not as active as you think you are. No. That's what that crown is. Yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. And maybe top fans, top comments. Yeah. Someone that responds and communicates and you're part of the conversations on the regular. On the regular. Cass says, she sounds like she is getting you to tell her and not her telling you. Getting you talking and thinking you through. She sounds good so far. Oh, I just saw that. I saw the purple crown. I saw a crown come across the screen. Yeah, that was somebody sent me an email. Someone, was that you, Lisa? Who sent that to me? See the purple crown? Okay, I see. Oh, thank you so much for sending this to me to see what I'm missing on my own screen. So there we go. There we have it. And so, hey, Mimi, I see you in the building. I see you in the building. She says, hi, Ron, and all. And what time is it? Are we ready? Almost ready for the? Oh, it's midnight. Let's see what the last comments are. Lisa says, I got mad that because my mom has private insurance, she can't get a home health and without paying. But if she had Medicaid, she could work your whole life to get nothing. And do you know this is my calculating? Now, it doesn't mean it's going to work, but when my mother had her savings, she was not eligible for Medicaid. And I was like, that's not fair. Why do you have to lose everything in order to get help in this country? And obviously now they made it even more stricter. Now it's going to be more strict. So now you're not going to get Medicaid unless you're absolutely like in the the S-hole. So you have to be, and this was my other calculation of getting rid of my home. There's a lot of calculations that I've made in this next chapter of my life because I won't, with this home, I will never ever be eligible for Medicaid if something happened to me. So I had to reevaluate from my mother's situation. My mother spent all her life working. And then you have to have nothing in order to get help. Literally nothing. So, and then as I started to see the dementia, and once we got it diagnosed from her doctor, then I worked on her bank account and then opened up another account within her account. So that way I would be on the account. So I would have access to pay her bills, right? So, but that account is just, it has very little money in it. So it's just her money just going in and out, paying bills, in and out, in and out. But because she had the required limited funds, it made her eligible for Medicaid, which I was so thankful. I am so thankful for it. But I realized the people in the world, when you become older and you are in your last chapter of your life, like your 80s and your 90s, you can't have much of anything. And also, if you happen to get sick in your 60s and 70s, you can't have anything, because if you don't, you have to use it all up before you get assistance and help. Because when you're a working person in America, which most people are working poor, they work from paycheck to paycheck, work 3 jobs, right? 2 or 3 jobs, 2 or 3 gigs, and you have to start strategizing. So I was talking to someone about the tax ramifications on selling this apartment. And then I was like, and then we were talking about, Ron, this may be because I know people, this will be the first time I'm saying it publicly. Another part of the reasons why I'm selling my apartment is because I want to isolate my wealth to be able to take piece of my wealth and create a fund for students to go to college, to go to, to learn photography. So I always wanted to set up a foundation. And so now, after talking, I'm going back and forth with talking to financial advisors, lawyers, investor gurus, and getting some feedback. And it was like, well, one of the ways you may be able to shelter your money is by setting up your foundation now. And I was like, oh, wow, you know what? I never thought about that. I knew this is what I wanted to do with the money, but I didn't know how to do with it. I didn't know how to do it. And so it's a great time now to think about taking a portion of that and creating a foundation, because I would like every year that this money I thought I would do the foundation after I passed away, and that I would have the financial means of keeping me going in my senior years, and then after my transition, that my family would move that into a foundation. But now I can create the foundation now, which I did not know I could do, and I didn't think I had no idea I could do it now. So you have to, but by doing that, now that becomes my money. The assets that I have will now go to the foundation, and then also to these other things that I'm doing. So I say this all. I don't know why I'm just rambling on like this and talking to you guys. I feel good and happy, but I think it's also going to help people to think outside the box, because again, like Lisa did bring up a good point, and that her mom worked all her life, and now you get nothing until you have nothing. But you don't actually have to have nothing physically. You just have to have nothing on paper. So, and I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't give you financial advice. I did study my Series 6, 3, and 7 back in the day, but I don't use it. And so those days are long gone. So I am not here to do financial advising, but I'm just telling you that I'm realizing some new things that are going on in my life that I had no idea of you see, that's why I need people. That's why we need people. Okay, Kimmy says, I said to you when in Philly, I learned all I need to know about you on your show. And Lisa says, Mimi says, Lisa, it's awful. They deserve more. Yes, they do. Our senior citizens deserve more. Mimi says, laughing, dive in, Ron, dive in. Kimmy says, next to next to our name in chat. So that's what we saw. And now I figured out those crowns. But a top, it says, but a top it has crown 75 XP. I don't know what that means either. What is, I know it's all about Instagram. Cass says, great. Does she give homework? Laughing but serious. Some clinicians do. Yes, because she not only, and then we're gonna go into the Wordle. I am now assigned not only a therapist, so she's my therapist, but then I have another person that I need to meet with every week as well. So I'll meet with her, and then there's the, I don't know. She's not a therapist, but she's a clinician. I think she is, like, she does something else, kind of like, I guess, give me assignments and stuff like that to kind of like work through things. So anyway, this is going to be interesting. I have not done therapy on this level, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's something new. Hey, Shirley's in the building. She says, good evening, everyone. Lisa said, it just means I have a big mouth. Lisa can talk. She and I, two peas in the pod. We could talk all day. If Lisa, when she was here in Brooklyn and we went to the restaurant, she was at the house, we would have just kept talking. And we just kept talking. TB says, I love when you greet people coming in the room. Oh, thank you, TB. This is our community. She said, don't say it, Ron. Don't say it. Lisa says, they are going to be kicking old folks out nursing homes left and right. I know it's scary. It's scary. Mimi says, you can't own a home or anything. Yes, right. You can't. You can't until it's all gone. But I'm going to put money away in places that I can do. You know, rich people have tax shelters for a reason. TV says, you telling me to drop parts of my insurance. Oh, I ain't telling you nothing. But I'm telling you one thing. You have to prepare for your senior life. Lisa says, and they have the nerve not to cover the elderly eye and dental care. Exactly. The thing you need the most is your eyes and your teeth. That's what's the insanity of it all. People need to put their assets in trust. That's the other thing I'm going to be working on, my trust. Yes, indeed. That's the only way to protect yourself. And what the trust does is allows that your every generation to feed into the trust, meaning and continuing your legacy with each generation by everyone putting money in the trust. So anyway, I have to talk to a financial advisor on that one. But that's exactly what I'll be doing. Cass said, it is sad how this system is set up. It is set up to fail. The American system is set up for you to fail unless you have money. And also you know how to use your money. Mimi Hinton says, Lisa, right? Most folks get the AARP dental insurance and something similar. Mimi says, yes, and trust. But that trust, Lisa says, Ron, get sound advice. Foundations are a lot of work. I know, a lot of paperwork and things you need to adhere to. Sometimes it's not worth it. Just make sure it works for you. I'm going to do my homework. You know me. You know me. All these new ideas are coming at me. So I am going to be reading and studying. She says, shoebox under the bed. Yes. Demon to the Max says, yes, flower people do it all the time, and they set up trust and foundations and other things to keep their money safe. Yes, I need it, like I said, and I need an international financial advisor. That's what I need. Mimi says, yes, David to the max, right? And then also I see here, Lisa says, you are really cray. You are really cray. Lisa said again, yeah, Ron, Kate kept looking at his phone. He had to go. I kept saying, one last thing. Y'all, can I tell you? Oh, no, I got to tell you one more thing. I got to tell you one thing before we start this game night. So my neighbor on Sunday while she was in church, texts me. So I said, excuse me, ma'am. I call her auntie. She calls me nephew because she's like a mom to me. And she lives right down the hall. So she says, Ron, would you like to go out with me on Wednesday night? There's a party going on. It's a hip hop. I think he's hip hop. He was in the hip hop world, or I'm not sure. I think it was hip hop. I forgot his name. But you probably, if you know the news that happened today. So I'm going to this event that was supposed to be tonight. It was a birthday party. It was a birthday party, and he invited my neighbor. And she said, "Oh, can I invite my neighbor?" And so next thing you know, she has, and he said, "Oh, I'll put you on the list. I'll put you on the list." And so I'm having breakfast with Leroy, who's in town from Louisiana. So we had a good breakfast at Junior's, and we're sitting there and we're talking. Next thing you know, Pat calls me. She goes, "Ron, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to go to the event tonight." And I said, "Why? What happened?" She says, "He passed away." I said, "Wait a minute. The man that just invited you on Sunday to his birthday party passed away last night." I said, "What?" He was alive. He was well. They were at church. He was excited about his birthday party today that he was going to have this evening. And he passed away last night. Just like that. Bam. And I said, "What? What?" Passed away, 63 years old. I mean, he was close with friends because we all grew up here in Clinton Hill, Fort Greene. Good friends with Biggie and a couple of other folks in the music world. And he was going to have a good birthday party not too far from my house, and passed away. He was happy. He was at church on Sunday. He was inviting her. And today, he's not here with us. And this is why I'm also doing what I'm doing. Because my thing is, life is too short. We could go at any time. So every day we wake up, we have to be thankful that we woke up again today, or we wake up again tomorrow, or we wake up, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Just like that. I think it's Ray. Hold on a second. Let me see the name. Passed away, 63 years old. 63. Hold on. Let me get my email let me get my text from her. Let me see. Because I'll be able to tell you in just a moment who he was. Where is Pat? Where is her? I was like, what? I said, you got to be. I'm sitting there eating my breakfast this morning, and I was like, I just was in shock. And I said, what happened? He just passed away, Ron. Yep, Ray DeJohn's birthday roast. Yep, it was right here. It was supposed to be right here, around the corner, down the block from my house. Yes, it was, Lisa. It was Ray DeJohn. And I was like, what in the world? And then when she told me his age, and I said, this is like an epidemic in our generation. Right? I'm on the end of generation. I'm the end of the baby boomers and the beginning of Generation X. And I can't tell you how many of my cousins in the hip hop world, I'm not. And I can tell you how many times, how many men and women, but mostly men in the hip hop world, entertainment world, have passed away over the last 5-6 years, in their 50s, in their 60s, young. It's just, I say, you have to live your best life. because you gotta live like there's no tomorrow. It was crazy, and it just reminded me this morning. I said, my neighbor's name is Pat. I said, Pat, what? Lisa said he was in comedy, so you threw me off when you said rapper. Yeah, because I knew he was friends with Biggie, which I grew up with. I grew up with Biggie. He lived around the corner from me growing up. So like I said, I was not in the hip hop world or rap world, but I was surrounded by it. So my cousins, my neighbors, yeah. So I was like, wow, 63 years old. And so I was told. Okay, so guys, that is to encourage you to live your best life, and don't postpone anything. Don't say, you know what, I'll wait till I'm 60, I'll wait till I'm 70. Shoot. And people wonder why I'm getting God willing, I continue to live. I am definitely taking my Social Security on the date that I can get it, because a lot of my generation is not living long. Yes, baby. Yes. This says take that at 62. You better believe it. You better believe it. Take it at 62. Live your life while you have the ability to live. Yeah, Chris says that she's getting hers now. Get it and have fun and use it. Absolutely. I can't wait. I'm like this. Woo, as soon as 62 hits, I am taking mine. I'm just like, I am done. My moonshine. Okay, here we go. Let's do some Wordle, y'all. Okay, what's the first word out the gate, y'all? Y'all know what it is. Put it out there on the screen. The first Wordle, what's the first Wordle word for tonight? And here we go. It's Wordle time. It's Wordle time. It's Wordle time. Oops, is that too far? Yeah, that's too big. That was too big. Oh, let me go back. There we go. Okay. There we are. There I go. There I go. There I go. Apply 6 months before you're 60. Oh, really? So I should be applying this month. Oh, apply, because 6 months is right now. I'm in my 6 months. July is 6 months from my 62nd birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. I will get on that for this month, this year, right? This month, I'll try to get it done before I leave to go to before I go to Martha's Vineyard. So I need to do that this week or next week. I'm in the 6th month. Thank you. See, this is why community is important. Oh, Bryson, did I miss you? I'm sorry, Bryson. Bryson's in the building, y'all. I'm so sorry, buddy. He's in the building. Bryson is in the building. I'm sorry, bud. And okay, what's the first word, y'all? What's the first word? Yeah. Diva says she's keeping hers at 65. I said, I'm taking everything now. Because just simply compound what you didn't get. The 2 years and 3 years that you didn't get it is going to be compound in 65. So I might as well just get it now and invest it in how I want to invest. TB says least. Thank you, TB. You just got us started. So take care of yourselves, people. Take care of yourselves. So we have an L, we have an A. They're in the wrong spots. When it's yellow, it's in the wrong spot, but it is part of the word for tonight. Oh, I did that. I did go there. I went to my online on the Social Security website. So I did that. I did sign up 4 months ago and got that squared away. So I did get that squared away. Thank you, Mimi. What's the next word, y'all? What's the next word? What's the next word? The next word, we got least. What's the next word? I know y'all can't figure this out. So all you senior citizens out there that are 62 and over, that are getting your pensions and getting your Social Security, I could slide into my DM. I could use all the help I can get. So I am open for intelligent conversation. Oh, TB went with Ching at first. Oh, okay. She said Ching. Ching. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go the other way. We're going the other. We got Ching in the building. Ching. Cha-ching. There we go. What are we getting? Oh, we don't have anything. So you know what that meant? What is the higher probability? The higher probability is that one of these letters is going to be a double letter. One of these letters is going to be a double letter because if one of these words that we put out is missing, then it's usually a double letter. Okay, the next word is from Chris. And she says it's proud. Because I know we can't figure out with just two words. Here we go. Proud. Let's put it up there. And bing, 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 bing. Wow, we got L, we got an A, we got an O, we got a D, and we're missing one letter. So, guys, we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out. And I love that you guys are still talking and sharing. Mimi said, Lisa, call your local office, not the 800 number. Ah, there you go. Diva says, yes, when I retired 6 years ago, I was wondering if I was making the right decision, and it's the best decision I ever made. Woo! All the stressors. Get rid of stress. Mimi says, I am working on all my pensions now and checking everything, then filing as soon as 62. Oh, Chris has a word. Chris said she thinks it's model. You think so? You think it's MODAL? You think so? Model. Modal. Is that modal? Is that how you say it? It's worth a try, right? It's worth a try. Let's use the M. We can put the M in there. Okay, I'm gonna go with Chris. Chris has not steered us wrong. Sometimes she's wrong, but sometimes not most of the time she's good. Let's try it. Is that a word? We're gonna find out. Let's see. Dogs. Chris. Come on, Chris. Come on, you deserve. Chris deserves. Now at a current 149-day streak. We have not lost. We have not. Go ahead, Chris. Thank you, Chris. You rock. You rock. Wow. And she said, I love Wordle. I love Wordle. And nice. That was a good one. That was good. And I see here, run through shade, and then he immediately switched to praise. Okay, here we go. And now we're going to our wonderful favorite game, Connections. Oh, how we love this game. Oh, how we love this game. And I'm being sarcastic. Okay, let's see how we do today in this wonderful game called Connections. So you know what we have to do? We have to guess four words that are connected by something. Let me get rid of the beta for a moment. There we go. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so we have Hard Feelings, Mario World, Drum and Bass, Wu-Tang, Poke, Sweat, Cape Cod, Biggie. Oh, wow. Look, we were just talking about Biggie today. Pack, Power, Pry, Camisole, Snoop, Glue, Worries, Nose Around, Nose Around. Wow. Okay, y'all. Do you guys see any similarities? What are the similarities? I know Wu-Tang. We got these are rappers. Wu-Tang, Biggie, and I don't know. The Sweat sounds like it should be Keith Sweat. Is there a Keith in there anywhere? We know Snoop is a rapper, and not Mario World. I don't know if they mean Tupac, but I know they got Pac. I don't know what that means, so I don't know. That could be Tupac. I don't know. Okay, what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying on this one? Wu-Tang, Pac, Biggie, you mentioned. And then Chris says Snoop, Poke, Nose Around, and Pray. And pray. Or should I say Pry. Wu-Tang, Snoop, Biggie, Pac, agree. I think so too. I think it's Pac. I think it's Tupac. I think those are the best. I think those are the best. I think that works best. I see Cass agrees with me. And I see that Kimmy has the Wu-Tang Pack and Biggie. So the next thing would be Snoop. I think this is the best way to go. I think, as they say in Star Wars, this is the way. Nose around, pry, and poke. Oh, so maybe Snoop is there to throw us off. So you think Snoop is there to throw us off. So you think Snoop should be with, or maybe the Snoop is throwing us off from the nose around, pry, and poke. I'm going to have to use Snoop with the Wu-Tang Biggie because there's no other rapper. Right? There's no Mario World could be an entertainer, the singer Mario, but it's not Mario World. Okay, I think I'm going to go. I think Kaz is with me on this one, so I'm going to go with it. I'm with you, TB. TB says nose around, pry, poke, and Snoop. And Lisa says, yes, I think it's not the rapper version. It's TB's version. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. We got 4 tries. I feel like this is it. But you know what? I'm going to go with TB because sometimes I think that Snoop is there to throw us off either way. Okay, so poke, Snoop, pry, and nose around. That's what we're saying. So we got 2 in that area and 1 with me. So let's go. Yes! Meddlers, yes! Go TB! Nose around, poke, pry, and Snoop. So that means Snoop was there to throw us off with the rappers. Nice one, TB. Nice one, TB. TB. I love you, TB. True Tuscany Blue, Miss Tuscany Blue. Nice move. Okay, so now what goes with Biggie? Biggie, Wu-Tang, I'm pretty sure is Pac. What goes with that? Or maybe these are things that are associated with the hip hop. No. Because power is it's I don't want to call it rapper. Power is like I don't. It's just the hood, I guess. But I don't know what. I do love power. Power was one of my hit. What do you call it? Hidden pleasures. Boy, I love Power. Oh, I used to love that show. But what goes with the Pack and Biggie and Wu-Tang? These three do belong together. Am I missing something? Oh, well, okay. Lisa says super things, super packed, Super Mario, and super glue. Wait. Wait. Super glue. Super, what was the other one you said? Super things. Super packed. Super pack. Is that what you're saying? Super Mario World. Super Mario. And super, what's the other one? Super glue. We got that. That sounds, Lisa, I don't know. That sounds really good. Biggie, sweat, worries, feelings. Wait a minute. And power, superpower, super powers, super glue, super pat, Super Mario World. Mario Brothers, right? So what the heck is Biggie? Why is Biggie in here? Why is Wu-Tang in here? Okay. But Lisa, I like your reasoning. Pack, power, Mario, glue. Super. Okay, let's go for it. No Biggie, no sweat, no worries. Oh, okay. I'm going with you. I'm with you, Lisa. Here we go. Yes, Lisa. Lisa. Super glue, Super Mario World, super pack, and super power. Nice one. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Let's give Lisa her pay. Let's get Lisa. Let's get Lisa. Come, wait a minute. Well, we have to wait to the end. Should we wait for the end? Yeah, but we gotta give Lisa her cheers as well. Because I mean, that was good. Nose around, poke, dry, and snoop. And now we got super glue, Mario World Pack Power. Okay, what's next? What's next? This has been Lisa's game tonight. Okay, so will we be in agreement that Wu-Tang, Biggie, and Sweat go together? Or hard feelings, sweat, worries, no Biggie, no worries, no sweat, no hard feelings? Is that what Lisa said also? Wait a minute. No, Ron, go back and look. Go back and look. Okay, yes, yes, yes. No Biggie, we got that. No sweat, we got that. No worries, we got that. Now, so you're saying get rid of the hard feelings? Um, And no hard feelings. That's what Lisa said. I knew Lisa said that. No hard feelings. There we go. She did say no hard feelings, no sweat, no Biggie, no worries. Lisa, this is your game tonight. Lisa, this is your game tonight. Let's see. Here we go. Yes. Words after no to mean it's all good. Dog hit Lisa. And now we obviously know these go together. Wu-Tang, Camisole, Cape Cod, drum and bass. I don't get how these match. Ending with fish. Really? I would have never got that last. Oh, what happened? Oh, let me go back. I did something wrong here. Hold on a second. Okay, I would have never. Ending with fish. Camisole fish, Cape Cod fish, drum and bass fish, Wu-Tang fish? What? How does is there a Wu-Tang fish? What is that? I know Lisa says no, they are bugging. That last one is crazy. This was just there to throw everybody off. But no one, Lisa, I have to tell you, you are the MVP for our connections. We don't usually have an MVP, but we're gonna have one tonight. Here we go. I mean, we've never had someone that go through. You went through all of them. Nice. One more. Nice. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now let's go to our favorite game, the game we all love, the game we all love and respond to with love and glee. Our spelling bee. For those that don't know, we are part of the we do our word, our we call it the New York Times word games together. If you're new to this community, just make sure you hit the likes in the community. If you like what we're doing here, click on the likes. Make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you hit the likes. Can I say it again? Make sure you hit the likes so the algorithms can know you, let the other folks know that we're here and we're having some fun. Okay. Every word must have an H in it, and every word must be 4 words or more if you are new to our game night. Every word must have the letter H in it. That's why it's yellow. And every word must be 4 words or more. Sorry, 4 letters or more. Okay, there we got. Oh, look, you guys are right out the gate. I see it. I see it. Okay, the first one out the gate is TB with Ching. Cha-ching. Here we go. We've used Ching twice tonight in 2 games. There we go. There I go. There I go. Oh, wait. No. Wait. No Ching? Wait, did I spell it wrong? No wordless. Really? Ching is not in there. Ching. Ching is not a word? Why isn't Ching a word? Am I doing something wrong? Ching. Enter. Nope, it's not accepting it. Holy moly. Okay, the next word we're going to put up on the board is which. Which. Whichever. Whichever. Nice. We got which on the board. That's good. And next one, Lisa with wine. WHINE. There we go. Nice one. Next one is hints. That is from TB. HENCE. There we go. Let's get that. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I certainly did. HENCE. There we go. Oh, I did it again. Hold on a second. HENCE. There we go. There we go. And now Lisa says chew. Chew. Okay. Again, from each board is okay. There we go. We're there. Okay. Let me slow it down. Let me slow this down. Whining. Nice one. That's a nice one. Why is it doing that? The first word, the first letters it keeps skipping. And ing. There we go. Whining. Awesome, it says. When says TB. When. There we go. There we go. Next one we're going. I don't understand why Ching is not there. I just don't understand. Ching is in the Times Wordle game. So why isn't it here when we're using the H? I don't know why they're not using Ching. I don't know why. Maybe it's an insult. I don't know. I don't know. But Ching is not an insult. It's cha-ching. 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 Anyway, CH, let's go with Chin. Chin. is in there. Nice one. Hi is in there. That's a good one. You don't usually see that right away. That's what you don't see right away. Nice one. Next one after that, we already got hints. The next one is chi. C-H-E-E. Okay, let's see. Nope, no chi, no chi. So we're going back to hi. Hi is the last word from Lisa. Okay, next we got gi. There we go. Let's see. H-E-E. Nice one. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I think. Okay, no, that's just one word in a row. Okay. I thought we had two words in a row. The next one is chewing. Nice one. Mm-hmm. Oh, Chris got the pangram. Nice one. She got the pangram, y'all. Okay, so make that note. She got the pangram. Chris R has the pangram. She's trying to do another night and getting those words in. Okay, here we go. Inch. Don't take an inch, take a mile. There we go. And we got winch. Nice. I wonder if it's because there's two ways of spelling winch. And but there we go. Here we go. Nope, it's the E. Okay, you're missing the E. Oh, wait. So we got to do it this way. We got the word. Here we go. W-E-N-C-A. Oops. C-H. That's the way you spell it. Not the I, but the E. Inching. I see it. I see. I-N-G. Inching. Nice one. Did we get whining already? We already have whining. Let me put the inch back on the board. Inching. We have inching again. And Lisa said winch with the W-E-N-C-H. Got that. Hinting. Diva to the max. I-N-G. And there we go. Nope, that is not a word. Hinting is not a word. Sorry. There we go. And we already have chin. We have cinch. Chiching. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I don't recognize this word. Cinch. I know it's cinching, but let's try it. C-I-A. Nope, that's not a word. That is not a word. Okay, so let's go back to the last one was inching. Inching is the last word on the board from Chris. Okay, just want to make sure we got everyone's in here. Okay, good. Okay, got everybody in. And we got ghee. We already have that. We have ghee in there. We have chewing already. And so that was our pangram, Lisa. So we got that. Way. Okay, way. Let's try way. Oops. Nice. Okay, we got the way, and now we have the weighing from Chris. So Chris now has a double. She has a double in here. Here she goes with the weighing. Yeah. And here we go. And she's on the board with 2 in a row, and she has the pangram. She's right now, so far, the MVP for the night. And then we got TV with cinch. There we go. And there we go. Cinch. Nice one. And then she has hinch. Oh, TB, she's just spewing him out. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on a second. I think we're going to have a 3 in a row here for Miss TB. Nope, hinch is not a word. Let's try it again. Did I mess up? Let's make sure I didn't make any mistakes here. Nope, hinch is not a word. It's not a word, but she has woo. And that's a word. So she got 2 in a row. TB has 2 in a row. Okay, so Chris has 2 in a row, and TB has 2 in a row. And someone, TB says, shuffle, please, shuffle. Okay, I will shuffle. I got a shuffle in there. Okay, and whence she's come, whence she's came, whence she's came. Here we go. Whence. From whence she came. There we go. There we go. That was a nice one, Miss Chris R. Let me put that on the board. There we go. And Cass, she followed with the same word. Diva to the max says, they are bugging with the H. Cass says, how we did at some time. And then Chris says, chic. We have chic. Nope. Here we go. The chic. Freak out. Anyway, here we go. There we go. So we have 19 words. Oh, let me just go this board. We have 19 words. We're at great. We have how many words now to go? We have 80. We have 126. We got to get to 126. We got this. We got this. We can do this. Okay, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? CH. What word is this, Lisa? I've never seen this word before. Sugar? I don't know. Is that there's no R. There's no R, Lisa. There's no R. Hinge. Okay, we got win. We already got win on the boards. Oh, we don't have hinge. Nice one. There we go. Hinge is on the board with Kaz. Nice one. We're at 85. Okay, any more words out there? Any more words out there? Come on, there's 17 people in this building. Y'all can't just be spectators. Come on, join us. Join us and play. Play our spelling bee. Let's see some people put in some words here. Yes, indeed. If you're up, you might as well play. Shining. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know that word either. I don't know. Shining. And it's a word. It is a word. And now we at amazing. We just hit 93, y'all. Good word, Chris. Chris R is on the roll. We got some good words in here. Good words. So that was, again, 2 words in a row from Chris. 2 words in a row from Chris. What other words are there? Okay, we got a lot of C words. We only have 1 G word, so there's probably some more G words. We have 1, 2, 3 H words, so there's probably more H words. We have 2 I words, so there's probably more I words. And we have a lot of W words. So we need to think in the I, we need to think in the G's and the H's. Whinge. Here we go, whinge. Nope, sorry, Lisa. That did not work. That did not work. Maybe if it's an I, maybe. Let me see. Maybe if it's an I. Nope, that didn't work either. We already have hinge. Hinge is already on the board. Oh, you have the E-N-G-E. Is that a word? Okay, let's see. Yes. Okay, Lisa, with the hinge, with the E. Okay, nice one. I did not know that word. I only know the H. Oh, no, hinge at the end of like stone hinge. Okay, I got it. Cinching. Okay. Nice one. That was a good one, TB. True blue. We got the winch already, Chris. We got the winch. We got both winch. We got the winch. The winch with the I-N-C is not a word. It's the E-N-C. Okay. Okay, so we already got that one. Any more words? There's more words. We're at amazing 106. That means we only need We only need 20 more points, 20 more points, and we will get the genius as we do always. Oh, nice one, TB. Nice. Nice. Nice one. Nice one. We're at 11 now. 111. Nying. Nice one. Okay. Nice one. I like it. I like it. How do you like it? How do you like it? We're at 119. We are 7 points away, y'all. 7 points away. Winch is a word, but it's not seeming to take it. Let's try it again. We tried it and it did not work. It did not work. Oops, let me go back one. Sorry. You see, I don't think it did not take it. Oh, it did. What happened last time? Okay, so it did. It's working. Okay, sorry, my bad, Chris. I must have typed something wrong last time. So we are 2 points away, y'all. 2 points away. 2 points. Oh, I see you icing. I see wing. Oh, Debbie is in the building. Whoa, Debbie is in the building. Y'all took Debbie out of her senior chair. She's back in the building. She's in. I got to tease Debbie. I can't even believe Debbie's up this late. What's up, Debbie? Wing. No, because you need an H. We need an H, y'all. We need an H. We need an H. Debbie, we need H's. You got to have an H in the word. You got to have an H. Okay, now we want, did we do neighing? Did we do that? Yeah, we already got neighing, which is a word. We got hence. We put the winch on the board and put that on there. Oh, niche. Niche is a good one. This is it. I think this is it, y'all. We are going to cross the line right here. Here we go. Bing. We are all geniuses. We did it, y'all. We did it. We did it. Ah, we did it. We did it. Nice one. Nice one. Chris says, I'm a stepchild tonight. No, you're not, Chris. You are the MVP tonight. Chris is the MVP again. Yes. Debbie says, still learning. We got you, Debbie. We're glad that you're here. And there we are. We are good. Okay, so let's get this on the board. Let's get our MVP on the board. And look, we had conversation and we still finished before 1 o'clock. We did it, y'all. We did it. Okay, here we go. Let me put this in the board. MVP. The MVP goes to MVP is Chris R. Let's get those applause going. Let's get those applause going. Our MVP of the night is Chris R. She got the pangram and she got 2 in a row twice. There you go. So here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it together. Oh, that was a false start. Here we go. We need a music like dun 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 dun, something like that. Chris, one more time. One more time. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Chris. You are the MVP for tonight. Wow. Wow. Look at all the flowers going up. The flowers, the applause. The flowers, the applause. Thanks to the village. The village. This is always reminds us that the village is so important. This is how we roll, y'all, in the Touch Base Daily community. This is how we roll. Okay, guys, have a wonderful, I'm glad you were able to spend the end of your hump day with me on this wonderful game night. Have a wonderful sleep. I'm going to bed. I'm sleeping in tomorrow, so I'm not getting up early. I'm sleeping in. I got to get my 8 hours of sleep. And let's see here. Well done, Chris. Diva to the Max says, great conversation and game night. Good night, all. Enjoy the rest of your week. And on that note, later. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.